Good morning, folks. Welcome back to Steve Basinger Fishing. Another exciting morning. Well, we'll find out if it's exciting. I don't know yet. We're back at the lake. We've been to, I think you've seen me twice in videos here. I haven't been here in over a year. In fact, I'll drop the last video in the comment, or not the comments, the description. Description, that's what it's called. Or maybe up top. You know what? I'm not really sure how this works. It's going to be somewhere. Just look around if you want to see it. But it's June now. About to be finding some Postspawn bass. You can see we got some sexy little lily pads, some cheesy mats. So maybe we'll catch some on a frog, maybe we'll catch some fry garters. We got a pretty serious little rain cell coming in here in a bit, so we don't have a whole lot of time before that comes. So it's not going to last for long, so we'll be out here for maybe till noon after this. So come along with me. Let's go see what we can catch. Oh, it came off. Well, there was one punching. So whenever I've been out fishing matted vegetation like I am right now, I typically do well when I can hear bluegill popping. You know, you hear this little small pop, tiny little sucking sounds. And that's the bluegill, or just brim in general, coming up and eating stuff off this grass, off these mats. Well, I'm not hearing that. I've seen one do it right when I got here, and I've only been here maybe 10 minutes so far. But I haven't seen any do that. And it's already making me think, like, this area, maybe just pads in general, because this lake isn't really big, but maybe this area is just not happening here yet. We're going to punch it a little bit, and then if we don't get anything, we're going to pick up and motor up and go somewhere else. Alright, so I've fished around in the backs of this stuff for quite a while, and it's pretty obvious to me they ain't back here. Like, I mean, there's fish, there's small ones, but the fish we want to catch, the ones that want to go on camera, they're just not back here. They have moved out. Now, whether they're on, there's a number of rock piles in this lake, so whether they're out on some of these rock piles in the shallower stuff or out deeper, you know, we'll find out. I fished one out here and got a couple bites, but they were quick. There's actually a little 12-incher right there. They were quick and didn't stick around very long, so I don't know that that's not enough for me to base anything off of. So we're going to keep looking around. I'm still going to make it to the back of this pocket before I really start to fish my way out. Hey, that was cool. Little guy on the easy swimmer. Little guy. Yeah. We ain't missing no meals, that's for sure. Thank you, buddy. Now that one hit out away from absolutely everything. There we go. That was fun. Ow. There's a little guy. That was still fun. A little bit better one there. Not much better, but a little bit. It's fun seeing them come out and get it out of off the top of the water. That one got it good. So just a little guy though. Okay guys, here's what we're doing today. So, as you guys have seen, I've only caught some small ones. I haven't caught anything very big. The big ones I believe have moved out. They've kind of moved out a little deeper, but I can't figure those out and I only got a few hours. So I'm going to play with the ones that want to play. Those are the guys up here that are fry guarding or just actively feeding. So I've been catching them on a swim jig. This is actually Dirty Jigs swim jig. That's a 3/8 ounce, or no, excuse me, that's a 1/4 ounce. And then that's a Gambler Little Easy swim bait trailer that I've got on there. I typically use a Gambler swim jig, but the reason I'm going with this Dirty Jigs this time is because I've got all these pads, so it's really thick cover, so I need to use braid, right? Well, the Gambler swim jig doesn't have quite the hook that this one does. It's not, the Gambler swim jig doesn't have a bad hook. It's not that it's real flimsy or anything, but because I'm using braid, I want no flex in that hook. This has got no flex. This is a very, very thick hook, which has kind of played into me missing some fish and not doing a good job of getting a good hook set. I've been being a little wuss about it and not setting the hook very hard. I got to start setting the hook harder on these guys because I've had a lot that's come off or I just straight missed because I didn't get a good hook in them. I'm not reeling up that slack and really bringing it into them. But all I'm focusing on is you can see all the pads back here. I'm just trying to keep this up in the first couple inches of the water column, just bringing it through real quick, so I'm not giving the fish a real good look at it, and it's just blowing through there. They see it real quick. Maybe it's around some male's fry, or maybe not. Maybe they're just actively feeding. There's a ton of bluegill and crappie in this lake. But I'm just trying to keep it up there, move it quickly, a lot like you do a spinnerbait or chatterbait, something like that. Like you're just fishing it fast. But there's not a whole lot you could fish in here. Like I've tried flipping it. That's kind of just going a little too slow. And then I fished a frog over it, but I haven't got a single bite on a frog, amazingly. So yeah, we're gonna stick with this swim jig. We're gonna keep flying around and see what else we can do. There's one. Looks like another small one. On the edge that time. Right when it got to the edge of the pads, that's when he hit it. Get out of those pads. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. That one's been caught before. Proof the catch and release works. Please tell me you're still on there. Heck yes. Finally got one punching. About time. That was on the Gambler Why Not, which is my favorite punching bait. And I believe that's a 3/4 ounce weight. That was cool. All right, guys. That, as they say, is that. We're going to call it a day here. I don't know how many I caught. Not very many. None of them were very good, but like I always say, it beats the hell out of work, right? It's post-spawn. I'm not real sure what the fish are doing, but I didn't see any beds, and this water's actually fairly clear, surprisingly clear. So I think they're actually way off beds. I think I've seen some fry a couple times, but they are definitely a little weird. Like they're not eating the bait very well, so they're in some sort of a funk for sure. But again, glad to be out. I don't know when I'm going to go again, but hopefully it's a better day than today. So as always, thanks for watching. See you guys on the water.